Hello, beautiful people. It is another day of channeling Erik and friends, where we are asking our guides. And I'm connecting with my four main guides: Archangel Erik, my guardian angel Sebastien, Master Jesus, and Mother Mary. And whoever you want to come in, I'll be answering messages for you today. So thanks everyone for being here. Glad you are joining in. Hi, everybody. Hey, BG. Hey, Sun. Hi, Grace. Hello, Jolanda. Hello, Ingrid. Hi, Angela. Hi, June. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Mahi. Hey, everybody. Hey, Nor. So nice to see you guys all here. Before I get started, June, if you're on right now, June, reach out to me at me@connight.com. Let me see if I have a banner with that. Actually, this will work as well. So email me here at giveaway@connight.com, so I can send you a link to set up your reading that you won on the Divine Soul Awakening show. So reach out to me, June, at giveaway@connight.com, and I will get a link out to you. So thank you for being a part of that. So cool. Okay, great. Thanks, Grace. Yeah, so I had a massive emotional release come through. I'm not going to talk too much about it because I don't want to slip up and reveal anything or out anybody as I share about it. So yeah, I had a major emotional release breakthrough the other day, and when you have that, your brain just goes silent. It goes into a buzz. You go into deep contemplation. And I've had to meditate for many hours so far, which I'll be continuing today and this weekend as I continue to get deeper. But I released a major block. It was a major discovery, which is towards the healing of this body as well as all the issues that it stems from. It is a major part of it. So I'm going to be sharing about that at some point without saying too much. I'm just going to leave it there. I don't want to say too much beyond that, but that is really it. Thanks, everybody. I do appreciate your support with all this. When I do reveal it, a few people know about it because how I shared it. It was in a group. But when I do reveal it, I'm going to be triggering a lot of you. And you might not like me. You might actually take off and never come back. And that's okay, because that is something for you to know that you need to work on this yourself. So when I do reveal it, it is going to trigger a lot of people, as it did in the group, but we had a huge amount of healing as well because we finally spoke about it, and immediately pains and issues resolved, massive headaches and tension headaches and migraines and all the physical issues, they end up disappearing, some immediately, others it is a catalyst to begin more work, like myself. So I'm going to leave it there. Let's get into it. So how this is going to work, I ask you to let me know if you do not want your name to be shown. I do throw people's names up on screen to help me keep flow, and it helps you when you want to come back later. You can just kind of search for your name and find you, and it makes it easier. And then just use hashtag question or a few hearts, and I can and I'll answer questions that way. So yeah. You see the ticker tape at the bottom here. Just follow the ticker tape, and that's the instructions. Anyways, so let me get into this because it was. I see some of you are excited to hear about it. Like I'm telling you, it's not for the faint of heart. You are going to hate me for it as well. So be prepared. Be prepared. So yeah. Anyways, I recorded it once, at least the first 2 days worth of releasing. And I don't know, just so deep, so ridiculous. I got to stop talking about it. So I'm just stopping right there. I'm stopping right there. All right, let me get into thing. Hello, Nora. Hi, June. Hey, Mahi. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to start with Mahi here, And I will timestamp this and add it into here, into the description afterwards. So Mahi asks, I'd like to hear a message from my maternal grandmother. She died recently. Okay. We allow those that have the highest and best intentions for the greatest good of all. Archangel Michael, protect this space. And help me bring in the people that I need to bring in. Let's start with Mahi's maternal grandmother. What? Either her or a message from her. What does Mahi need to hear? I am feeling a little bit choked up as I bring it in. Whose sadness is this? I feel this is sadness from your grandmother, that she left without saying what was truly in her heart. I get that there's a little bit of anger, something unsaid. And I'm feeling some remorse here that she didn't get to truly express what was in her heart because she was speaking from another part of her, from fear. She was speaking from fear. So fear about you. So what she said to you wasn't from her heart. She does love you so much. And she has a little bit of remorse on that. And typically, spirit doesn't have remorse, but when they pass quite soon, they still are between these two worlds, and they're transitioning back into the energetic world. So there still is a bit of remorse that is remembered in her energetic memory. And she's apologizing and sharing that with you, that it's not what's in her heart. And she's saying, you do need to follow your heart. You need to follow your own instincts, not fear. You need to separate your fear and anxiety and anything negative that is the warning part of you, and really listen to the heart part of you, which is loving and caring, because that is your true self and that is your true message. So she says, whatever decision you decide to go, wherever you're going to be going, follow your heart. And not in the sense that you might see on a Hallmark card, but in the sense of truly getting into your heart and listening to it. And that's it's harder to do if you're heavy on fear and ego. So that's what she has to say for you. Do not, as you look at that message, contemplate it. Don't just take it for the surface. You need to contemplate it and go deeper into that, and really quiet yourself down and really get into your heart. And as the negativity comes up, put that aside. Thank your ego. Thank that negativity. Thank you for showing you and looking out for you, but it's not what the message you need to hear. What do you really need to hear? And really go into your heart as you do that. Thank you. Thank you for asking the question, Mahi. I hope that resonates and connects with you. Hi, Mishi. Okay, let me come to Michelle here. 8:54. So Michelle, hello, lovely. Message from your higher self, whatever you need to hear. Okay. Message higher self from Michelle. What does she need to hear right now? Again, I get a wave of sadness that comes through. Is that the theme for today, guys? Like, what the hell? What does she need to say? What does she need to hear? I'm seeing I'm seeing like a chunk, a sharp edged memory, and it's wedged. I can feel it in your lower back, slightly in or just to the left of your spine. And it's just a sharp, jagged, off-shaped pyramid, like a half pyramid, but crudely broken in half and jagged edges. And I can feel that stuck in your lower back, just to the left of your spine, in your organs. And I'm getting, there's like a deep-seated emotion that you're getting closer towards. And there's something there that I'm getting is this life, past life. I'm getting it spans multiple lives for you. And it's childhood. It's before you were 5 years old. It's like infant, like young infant. And there's some sort of trauma there that's carried over 3 generations, of 3 lifetimes rather, that you've carried over. And this is a deep lesson that you're beginning to uncover. So what she's telling me is not to give up. You're almost there, and you're doing the work, but you're getting frustrated. You're like, what the hell? Like, I've been doing the work, I'm not getting anywhere. This isn't releasing for me. And you're getting so close. And it's that frustration that you're facing, that you're pushing yourself through. It's that frustration that is what you need in order to get really deep into this deep emotion and to have that release, kind of like what I had the other day. And you're getting close. The message is really, don't give up. Just keep going. And the deepest blocks and the deepest emotions are the ugliest ones. And these are the ones that you don't want to see yourself. Much like the one that I had for me, it surfaced up in my life many times as it came up, and I suppressed it, and I didn't even tell my wife until now, once it came up. And I'm sensing that this is what it is. It's multiple lifetimes back generation. It's going to be releasing for you pretty soon as you're getting close for it. So that's what I'm seeing for you, Michelle. Please let me know. Or I hope that helps. Anyways, good question. I love connecting here. Hey, June. Okay, so 12:50 for June. And June, just before I answer your question again, reach out to me, June, at here. So email me here at giveaway@connight.com. I don't know if you're here or not, but email me here and I will get you a link so you can book a reading with me. Okay. Or an emotional release or whatever it is that you need. So that's what it was. Okay. Where'd June go? There's June. Okay. So June says, question, does my aunt have a message for me? She passed away about 2 weeks ago. Okay. Did he come in? Okay. What's the message for June? I'm hearing it's time to let go. You've held on to this for too long. And you know what this is. You've held on to this for too long. You haven't. Give me more detail. I'm sounding like a crazy person here. No, it's not for me to know. Okay. But there's something you've held on to for a long time. Oh my God, the theme today is brutal. There's something that you've held on to for too long as well. And I'm getting that when we do an emotional release together, we'll be able to uncover this a little bit more, but you need to work on yourself a little bit more because, guys, what the fuck? This is a lot of, okay, make it clear. Bring it to me again. See, I'm questioning myself so much right now because I don't know if this is a lot of the stuff that's been releasing for me and I'm just not ready to be doing this, or if this is this really is meant for you. But I'm also hearing that we're all meant to hear this. We're all meant to go through this, and it's I'm here. It's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence. It's not just me. So let that go. They're telling me to let it go because it's not me. Because all these messages are resonating with myself so much, but they're saying it's not. So they're telling me to detach it, let it go. In June, your aunt is saying for you to, you haven't said this. You've buried this in. It's deep within you as well, and you're just not dealing with it. And this is why you're feeling the pain, because I kind of feel something right in my left shoulder blade. It's like a knot that's there. And as soon as she came in, she kind of showed herself up there, and she's digging into my left shoulder blade. And I'm getting that, I don't know if this is what you're feeling as well, or this is just me. I could really use confirmation on that if I am feeling that. But I am seeing to let it go. You've held it in for a long time. Show me where else. Because my throat is getting really thick too, which is telling me that you're not speaking your truth. You're not getting this out. There's something like, and it's affecting your health and it's affecting in your shoulder blade. So if you're having, I'm feeling shoulder blade, inside spine, on the left side, moving towards the heart, and it's dull. It's dull and uncomfortable. And I'm getting nauseous now from holding it in. And there is a need to release that, June. I'm getting it's quite heavy, quite heavy. I'm going to let that go now, but it's what I'm getting for you. I really can't use some confirmation because I don't know if that's me or not, but yeah, let me know. Let me know that. Please do, or book that meeting. We can talk about it. Okay. Coming to Angela. 1810. And Angela says, happy Friday. Hey, all. Hello. Love message from Mother Mary today. Thank you. Okay, Mother Mary. Mother Mary, would you come in, please? Oh, so comforting. I just needed that. Thank you, Angela, for asking that question. What does Angela need to hear, Mother Mary? I'm just feeling her loving embrace, and she's embracing you as well right now. And she is with you. Like I'm getting the sense that you're feeling alone and lost in this as you're going through your own journey. And she wants to remind you that you're not alone. You're definitely not alone. You have so many spirits and angels around you. And ultimately you have yourself in your heart and your higher self and in the love that you are within you, which you are getting closer to. But you're not alone. Mother Mary is with you. She's around you, and anytime you're feeling a little bit lost, quiet yourself down and call her in and feel. And she wants you to just feel as you call her in and get into the practice of that. Align yourself with the frequency of Mother Mary. And how you do that is There's a couple of ways. One, just keep calling her in and feel. Another is to, when you go into silent meditation, call her in and ask to align with her frequency, and just sit there and again feel and align it with the frequency, and do it. Do it for like 20 minutes at a time. Do it for 20 minutes and just sit there and feel, align with the energy, and ask her what you need to hear right now, what she needs to convey to you. And you'll hear the message that you need to hear at that point. But more so, you'll feel the comfort of Mother Mary's wrapping, loving, warm embrace to know that she's with you. So when you're feeling a little bit lost and alone, and you're questioning yourself, call in her energy, because she's right beside you and she's working with you. So keep that up as she encourages you. I hope that resonates. Please let me know. Okay. Thank you. That was Angela. Hey, BG. Okay, BG asks, love a message. What is the message for BG? Thank you, because I'm feeling a little bit of lightness and laughter now. And I'm just laughing. All right, so why? All right, why are you making me laugh? And I'm laughing at the ridiculousness of everything that you're seeing. And you're looking at all this stuff that's happening in the world, and you're like laughing, like, oh my God, like you're questioning, like, is this real? And then you're just laughing, like, this is ridiculous. And you're right. And they're laughing with you. And we're hearing about the science. But the scientists are so much in fear that they can't actually see what they're seeing. So they're looking at this and they have this tunnel vision, and you're looking at this and you're looking at them looking down their microscopes, and they're looking in that tunnel of this little tiny microscopic spot of area, and you're laughing because you're seeing the entire lab. And all you see is these scientists looking in these little microscopes with this tunnel vision, and they can't see the bigger picture. And you're looking at, as they're talking, they're in fear, and they're huddled in their corners with their microscopes, and they're in their closets, and they're just kind of looking in this little spot, and they can't see anything else. And you are just laughing at them. It's almost like I'm now seeing you like you're really, really big, and they've shrunken down into a box like lab mice. And they're in this box, and it's like the scientists looking at the lab mice in the maze, and you are this giant being, and you're just looking down at them, and you're looking down at the world, and you're just laughing at the ridiculousness of this. But there are some times that you shrink yourself really down, and you're with them with it, and you start looking at the microscope with them, and you start getting this little bit of fear around you as well, like, well, maybe they're right. And then you sit in that for a little bit, and you see something else, and it wakes you up, and you see that overview again. And it's like, what am I thinking? Like, this is ridiculous. And they want you to continue on the side of ridiculousness, because you're right. You're right at what you're seeing is ridiculous, and just hold on to that ridiculous laughter that you have in you, because that's what gets you through this. That's what helps others see the ridiculousness as well. And that is your truth. You know the truth. So stay there. Stay in that truth of ridiculousness. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Thank you for that, BG. I needed to laugh. That was great. Question everything that's coming in for me today. So thank you. Whew. All right, cool. Jolanda, thank you for calling in Erik. As you know, he's one of my guides. And she's asking a question for Erik. I did many scalar treatments for very severe chronic Lyme and other things. It works, but then it fades. What can I do about that? Or what is hindering? Much love. The hindrance is within yourself, Erik says. It's like you're doing all this stuff, and he's swearing right now. You're doing all this effing stuff, and it's you think that you're asking someone else to do the stuff that you need to do yourself, and it's good. But the purpose of the scalar work is to give you the catalyst to begin to look at your stuff. So it brings it up to the surface, but now you got to look at it. You got to look at the stuff that's coming up to the surface. It's not just saying heal me, and not doing any of the work yourself. It's like you've say that in a different way. It's like you've bought in all the tools and you have everything there. You got the materials, you got the tools, you got everything in front of you, but then you're giving it off to somebody else and say, do that for me. And you're not building it yourself. And you say, I'm a carpenter. And you're singing the song, you're going to the street, I'm a carpenter. But then you take all your tools and give it to someone else and like, okay, do that for me. Build me that house, or fix that patch, that hole in the wall, because I can't do it myself. So you're saying, get off your effing duff and do this yourself. Look at the stuff. You're spending this time and energy, and you're going into this emotional release, and you're bubbling it up. It's like you're heating the pot up, you're getting it all boiling, and all the scum is coming to the earth, and you're not scooping the scum off. You're just looking at it. And you're saying, you're asking someone else to do it, and all it's doing is boiling over. But the scum is still there. You're just boiling all the stuff over, all the goodness off, and you're not dealing with the scum because it's still in the pot. It's still going to boil over, and you haven't scooped it out. So the scalar work is really good. It's really good for you to identify what's coming up to the surface. What you need to do now is take what's come out of the scalar work, look at what's come up, what's surfaced up. And this isn't about just canceling a contract. Canceling a contract means that you've looked at it. You got to read the contract before you get rid of it. And the idea of a contract doesn't mean that you are tied to this and that this is what you have to do. This isn't says that this is your life and this is what you're going to go through and this is the damage. No, the idea of a contract is that in my contract, this is what I'm going to look at in this lifetime. And you haven't even read your contract. You're giving it off to the lawyers, and you're not even saying, I don't even want to hear what it's about. I don't want to hear what it's about. So you're saying, no, I don't want to hear about it. So read the contract. It's coming up to you. Just read the effing contract and be done with it. So that's what the scalar work's going to do for you. Don't be afraid. And this is where the fear is. You can't be afraid to look at this. And at a minimum, it's come up to the surface. They brought up to the surface for you. Now you got to read it and you got to look at it. Look at what's come up and spend time in it and look at it at different angles. But you need to look at it first. Look at it. Thanks, Erik. It's been a while. All right. He's giving me my salute, so that is cool. Thank you for asking that question, Jolanda. I haven't felt Erik's energy like that in quite some time. And that was good. I needed that. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, Ingrid. Great to see you. Thank you for coming in. Okay. Hello. Coming to Grace here. 2854. Okay. So Grace says, I'd love to hear a message from Goddess Lilith, please. All right, cool. I don't know this being, so Goddess Lilith, will you come in, please? Wow, that's kind of a bit of a tickle as that came through. Wow. It's right up in my head here, too. Down in my spine, but in my head, and it's very light and tingly. Whew. All right, Lilith. What is the message for Grace? And I'm just getting I'm getting lightness and laughter. And I'm seeing the fairy type of energy kind of come out here. And she wants you to, and she's tickling my nose right now. And she's got a feather and she's tickling my nose and she's doing all this stuff. Stop that. All right. She's just tickling me, and she's trying to get you to find the laughter and joy with what you're doing. And she just, you're entering into a space that's quite serious, and everyone's like, serious, serious. But she says, in this space, you can bring joy and laughter into the lightness of this. And that's what that laughter within you, that the joy that's within you, that you can bring in the lightness of this, because you've seen it and you're able to talk at a different angle, that you're able to bring in the laughter to it. So she's saying, look at the lighter side of this and bring in your personality. Because I'm seeing, you're light, you're joyful. Yeah, you're going through a lot of heavy stuff, but you're also like a really fun, light, joyful being. And that joyfulness is what's going to translate to the women that you're working with and speaking with. That you can listen to their story, but it's not about you to take that story on and make it your own and contemplate it. It's to be able to look at it from a mother's eyes as a child learns new things, and look at the lightness of it. So try to make it light as well, or at least look at the lightness. You don't necessarily have to say it or identify it, but look at the lightness and have a little bit of playfulness with this. And this is going to expand your ability in helping these women in a very safe environment, because it's not going to be a big cry fest and really, really being really serious in here. You're going to make it light and fun, that when you're making it light and fun, they're going to want to be part of that group. They're going to say, yeah, this is like, because they're going to feel the release, because in the laughter, great tears, great laughter, great sex, but you're going to do it with the laughter. And with great laughter, you are going to, you're going to bring the lightness in this, and people are going to be able to release through having tears and then be able to laugh about it. So you're going to be able to do this, taking the heavy, turning into a light. So she's saying, look at the light about that and bringing out your true personality of who you are in working with these women. So at least look at that side of things, because it's going to be pretty good for you as you get there, Grace. So that was great. Thank you. Thank you for that. Hi, son. Sure. Thank you, son, for your help and support. Who's coming in for son? All right. I'm hearing it's Isis. And what does son need to hear? What's her message? Okay, so I'm hearing you're questioning your career. And that's what's bringing it up. Probably because I saw you ask that. But she's bringing it up to me anyways, because there's a reason. You question it, you like it, but you question it. So you're at that pivotal stage right now that when you identify something, that you begin to question it, the answers are going to start coming into you, and you're going to contemplate on that. So now that you've asked the question, you're going to start hearing answers that may or may not resonate with you, but you've asked the question, and now you're going to get the answers. So what about it? And she is saying to go back into your heart on this, because yeah, you like your job, but it's the people that's around there that is a combination of low vibe and good vibe as well. So you're torn with the environment. You like the job, but you're torn with the environment, and that's what I'm getting. So you do have a few choices anyways. You can request to work from home if that's an option. You can transmute the energy within that space and put a bubble of energy around you to say, this is my space. I'm in love. I only allow love inside this space. I only allow love outside of that space, and have that bubble. And as you see people that are triggering you, you can look at them from their perspective and see why they trigger it. This can be a healing thing from you. So you can use this as an option to do some emotional healing. The reason why they're triggering you is because it's a mirror about who you are. And there is something within you that you need to address and identify. And that's what your trigger is. So use that as an opportunity to release that trigger. So change your mindset is like you like the job, but you don't necessarily like the environment. But look at the environment like a lab. It's for you to experiment and go in to explore and play, because you are like ascending. You're opening up quite big right now, and this is your. I hear this is part of the next stage for you, that you're identifying in truly releasing what you have. You've been releasing some stuff surfacey, and now you'll be able to go into something deeper. And this is your playground. So look at it as your playground to experiment and play with those that you feel that don't resonate with you or that trigger you. But then stop and take a minute and look at them. And as you get quiet, put yourself into their body and see from their eyes what they're seeing. And you can actually then see why that trigger is happening, and you'll be able to trigger and transmute. You'll be able to transmute the trigger that is setting you off. And not only you're going to heal them, you're going to heal yourself. So this is your healing playground. So stick with it and use it as an experiment. I feel if you do go off to a different job and change your career, it's really that you are escaping from the playground that you have of working with these emotions. So that's what's coming to me, son. I'm really curious about that. But that's what's coming to me. And I hope that does resonate, because that sounds like it's a really cool opportunity. And she's saying you're ready for it. That's like, you're ready for the stage. You're good for it. So you're good. You're good. Go for it. Go for it, son. So thank you for asking that question. Hi, Karen. Thank you, Grace. Yes, I'm doing well. Good. June, you saw that. Thank you for acknowledging you saw the giveaway email. So looking forward to connecting. Yeah, thanks, Karen. I guess thanks for saying I look good. I've released quite a bit, but I'm in the muck of it. I'm in the middle of it. So it's a little bit bittersweet right now. So I'm in here. Okay, cool. Ingrid, thank you. This is a good one. Ingrid asks 3729. Okay, Ingrid says, I speak to my mom often and I get sudden messages. Is that my mom or my spirit guide? Thank you. Is it mom or spirit guide? I'm actually getting both. And what I'm hearing is that you need to do a contrast comparison of feeling the vibration of who is who and identify who is who. So this is what you're going to do. You are going to sit quietly and just do a little bit of breathing, get into a little bit of silence, and breathe for 5 to 10 minutes and get into that quiet, silent space. You can use some guided meditation for that. Whatever you need to do, just get into that silence part if you can't do it on your own. And then call your mom's energy in, call her in and feel her. Feel where she shows up in your body. Feel her in your body. Get the sensations, and then ask her to step back. And then call in your spirit guide and feel them. And I'm getting the sense your mom is coming on this side and your spirit guide's coming on this side, which is like a female and a male type energy. So I'm seeing that you're getting your spirit guide on this side, and it should translate and shows up on my left side. So feel that side, and then send that back, and then call your mom back in and feel your mom and sit with it. So do that a few times and just sit with that energy to really understand of whose energy is who. And as you call in the different energies of who's who, then you're going to know that. And this is really your homework of what you're going to know. So I hope that works for you. Apologize for all the barking. We have we're watching a couple of dogs, and one is coming and one is going, and they've just crossed paths right now. So they're saying hello to each other. So I apologize for that. A little bit of excitement in the house. So yeah, get to witness that. I hope that's okay. Thank you, Marianne. Appreciate that. And there's Karen. Hi, Karen. Okay, Karen, right at the 40-minute mark. All right, who wants to come in for Erik? Well, for coming for Karen, it's Erik that's coming in for Karen. So I asked that, and he's like, I effing do. All right. So, all right, Erik, what's going on for Karen? Is that what you want to say? I got to say it so the rest of the message will come out. I'm hearing shut the F up. Okay, so now why? You're being really hard on yourself. You're really joyful and really nice and a lot of goodness about you. And you're the really beautiful energy, but then you get into these moments that you're really hard on yourself. And he's telling you to, in not so many ways, it's shut the F up, but stop being so hard on yourself. Be kind to yourself, because you're beating yourself up and you're kind of holding on to that negative energy. So he's saying, shut the F up. He's telling you to stop that. I'm getting a part of it. So is that we have a huge amount of energy that's coming up to us right now. And this vibrational shift, if you think about, if you get like a pan of gold, so that there's the panhandlers and they're shifting into the water and they shift the pan back and forth. And the sand is shifting and you're seeing the gold rise up to the surface of this pan. And he's showing me that this is what the ascension symptoms is happening on you and many of the light workers and the people that are on the planet right now, that this high vibrational energy, the more intense they make it, and we are feeling that, we know it's getting more intense, because of that vibration, the shifts that are happening, it's raising the gold up to the surface. And it's the gold is that anger, the hate, the fatigue, the emotions, all that stuff is coming up. But what you're doing is that you're bringing it up and you're looking at that gold and you're saying really mean things to it. Like that's not gold. That's fool's gold. That's garbage. But it really is gold. And the idea is for you to face that and look at it and explore it and have fun with that, releasing that emotion. So don't be hard on yourself. Look at it as a gift. You've just uncovered gold. So stop talking smack about it. Stop talking S about it. You are looking at good stuff. So embrace it. Don't talk negative about it. Embrace it. Thank you, Erik. All right, cool. So that was that. Thank you, Karen. That was fun. All right, let's come to Anne here. And Anne, 4326. Anne says, I've been trying many different avenues of trying to improve my life, like meditation and manifestation. I just feel lost in a whirlwind. Can you give me a place to start? Okay. Who wants to come in? I feel Master Jesus coming through. I'm feeling my dear child. You know, I'm hearing you've been calling on him, and he's been coming to you, and you're questioning these things, but you have the answers in front of you. You're asking something that you do know the answer to, but a little guidance would not hurt you. It would benefit you greatly right now to lead you in the direction you need to go. While you're in your meditation, are you really meditating? What I feel is that you're looking at the thoughts. And as you're in your meditation, you're analyzing everything that's coming through you during your meditation. And they're telling you to put the analysis aside. While you're in meditation, just observe and do not analyze. The analyzing is your brain, and it's trying to process what it's seeing. But the brain cannot actually process what it's seeing while it's not the time to be processing that. It's like you're in the checkout line at the grocery store, and you're opening up all the packages and you're eating before you've actually paid for it. So this is what's happening while you're in the meditation. You're analyzing the thoughts and the feelings that you're having. It's not the time. It's that time that you want to just let it unfold, let the visions unfold, and see it and observe. And when the meditation ends, get your journal out and start writing down what you saw, and then analyze. Much of the time, you cannot process what you do not understand. So I'm seeing the analogy of when you're in school for the first time and you're first told math 2 + 2. And it's your little brain was just so it was so difficult for it to process what 2 + 2 was. And you'd struggle. It's like, oh, 2 + 2. Well, here's 2 apples. Here's 1 apple. Here's another apple. And then they change it up and say 1 orange and 1 orange. Like 1 orange apples. Like, what are you doing? And now the whole thought about seeing apples and oranges, like you see, well, there's 2 apples. There's 2 oranges. Your brain knows. But at the time when you were learning the lesson, it's just like your meditation. You didn't understand what you were seeing. Your brain needed time to process it. So while you're in meditation, just observe and watch what you're getting in your meditations. And then once you come out of your meditation, then actually write down what you're seeing and then let the brain analyze what you're seeing. And this is where the processing will happen. And then you go into meditation. So you now go into school again. You've gone into the classroom, you've gone into meditation. And then again, just observe. And the more that happens, then now the brains get, oh, yeah, I know what that is. I see that. And it's going to start being a bit of a correlation that it no longer needs to analyze what it's seeing anymore. So just go when you're going to your meditations, just observe. Do not analyze what you're seeing. And on the topic of manifestation, what happens with the manifestation is that when you actually look at manifestation, is all about holding that light in the truest of sense. So if you look at yourself, you say, I am in the female body. And if you then question yourself, I am in the male body. Well, that's not true. That for sure, I am in the female body. I see it. I feel it. I know it. I am that. I am 100%. I am in the female body. But then for true manifestation, you might then question, well, I kind of think like a male at times. So maybe I'm a male. And that just washes everything out your thoughts away. And now you just think male, 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 male. So the manifestation then crumbles and it loses its structure because it no longer feels that it's fully a woman. It goes to, it's shifting over. So this is what's happening with the manifestation. So the idea about manifestation is that you need to hold on to that. The idea of this work is that as you practice, it is that back and forth of going from man, woman. Yes, I believe. No, I don't believe. Yes, I believe. No, I don't believe. But as we practice it, like all this is, it's practicing and training our thoughts and feelings, that we are moving towards that you believe it more. And the more you believe it, the more chance that pot gets to sit on the stove and boil and get the heat that it needs. And if you keep on taking it off, it cools down. As we practice it, you get more practice of keeping the pot on the stove. I apologize for all the different analogies, but it's just where it's taking me. But I hope that makes sense, is that, spending the time on the silence, observe, don't analyze during that time. And during your manifestations, it will come as you keep practicing on the positive. As you get the negative thought, catch the negative thought and shift it back over to the positive. But no matter what you do, finish with the positive manifestation. That is ultimately the work that we're doing, and where you're going with the manifestation. It's a practice. This is all a practice. What was that? I don't know what that was. All right, Marie Z. Hello, Marie. Okay, let me timestamp Marie. 53. Marie says, what's going on with my clairs? All right. Oh, who wants to answer this? I feel Mother Mary Magdalene coming in. What's going on with her clairs? Is it in your throat? I'm feeling it's a lot of your upper chakras, and it's like burning, going up. And I feel that it is burning off a lot of the residue that is there from a lot of not past lives, but previous in this life. There's a lot of burning off of past known beliefs that's been held in your clairs. And that if there's a burning sensation, I can now feel my solar plexus. So it went from my throat burning up, brought my heart burning up. Now my solar plexus is burning, it's moving up. And it's burning off all the crud, all the remnants that are within there. And this is a part of your opening that's in there, this uncomfortable part. You need to burn off the residue, and this is what's happening within there. It's now moving into my sacral chakra, and in my sacral chakra again. Now that's really tight and a knot and uncomfortable and burning, and it's just bubbling up, and it's quite uncomfortable. That's going through there, but you are in this process, and I'm feeling you to, as you're feeling this uncomfortableness, transmute, breathe it out, relax into it, and just settle your body into the uncomfortableness that's happening within your clairs. And help it along by breathing it up, vacuuming it up, attaching your attention into it. Breathe, 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 breathe it up to your crown chakra, and exhale out through your crown chakra. Holy crap. That is a pretty heavy. If this is what's going on for you, Marie, that this is pretty heavy. But your essence of who you are, like, it's pretty strong, powerful being within you that you are releasing this. And it's not like that you're not ready for it. It's just the stage. It's like the intermediate stage of your awakening that you're in. And this is just your process that you're ready for this. So just go with it, relax into it, transmute it with your breath, and help it along. How long is this going to go on for? I'm seeing anywhere from maybe a week and a half, but more likely 2.5, 3 weeks. It's a long time. It is what it is. So just continue to go through it, keep releasing, and you're going to get there. You're getting there. Like, yeah, it's just settle into it. You're doing great, Marie. And as you're getting deeper into your work, it's going to be more of a release. And there's just a stage. This is the work of an intermediate release, transition. So you are there. You're doing awesome. Keep going. Hello, Enjoy. Yeah, the story is coming. You guys are gonna hate me. It's all good. You're gonna hate me or love me, yeah, or a little bit of both. Let's see. Okay, so Enjoy. Enjoy, and check out Enjoy's YouTube channel. She's coming out into her own and putting herself out there. And I just kind of saw it recently, and yeah, go check out Enjoy's YouTube channel. She needs our support. Can I please have some guidance on this community I just started to build? Our kids are in limbo of being mandated shot. Okay. I'm getting for you to hold on. In your heart, in your belief, you know it's not for you to follow through on this mandate, and you have to honor that. Because the sterilization that goes along with this is going to really hinder the children in the future. And some are meant to have it, and that's going to be an awakening that they need to see, because we do know that the transmission rate is, yes, they're going to catch it, but they also are going to release it. Children have less chance of dying from the flu than from this. So you need to hold on to your heart with that. And, this is part of the rocky road that we're in right now. And I see the community that you're building is more of a home study, a home teaching, and getting the kids and just doing homeschooling. And this is where you're going to go, in getting a small community of homeschooling, like-minded kids that do not want to do that. So you can do that in a group. You can do that individually, and you can do that in a group. And you can homeschool multiple kids at the same time, and have your own classroom. Now, there is going to be certain mandates that say you can't do this, but it doesn't mean that you can't do that from a video. It doesn't mean that you can't have private teaching, because there is private teaching out there, and there is a curriculum for homeschooling that many have opted to do. And that is more of the preferable way to do that. But also creating the environment that the kids need so they can talk to each other without a mask, because there's a psychological effect that happens when kids are not able to speak to each other, a developmental aspect in where they connect facial expressions and movements to the happiness that they see, the sadness that they see. If you cannot see a facial expression, and I am talking very angrily right now, but I'm not showing it in my eyes, but I'm very, very angry. You're not going to see that. But I see that I'm very angry right now, and you can see that in my face. This is what the kids are losing out by having their mask covered. And this, and environmental science, the behavioral science know this. So the kids are missing out on that. So the idea of moving them over to a homeschool or a video chat that you might be doing in the community is much needed for the children to be able to survive and grow from this without having the negative effects. Now, for the parents that really do believe and feel that it's right for their kids, then that is so, that they do need to do that. But there's also a catalyst and a reason that they are doing this as well. So follow your heart and follow what is best for your child, and building this community will benefit many that are quite lost right now. And the good thing in Joy is that you're following this from your heart. You're not doing this. This isn't about, it's not about money, because there is no money in this. This isn't about money. This is about you giving up your time, and you doing what is best for the kids. The part you need to be mindful of is that as you approach this from a place of love, do it from a place of fear as well. So don't do fear from love. I'm afraid to give the shot. I'm afraid of the shot. Eat this vegetable, or so to protect you and save you from dying. And that is loving somebody to death. You are using fear to love somebody. What you want to make sure is that you're doing it. I'm doing this for the best good. They're going to learn so much. They're going to be able to expand themselves. They can really be themselves. I'm doing this out of that side of love, that this is their growth. And it's so beautiful. So you're not doing this from fear love. You're doing this from love. And I hope that makes sense. Because a lot of people, a lot of parents, they love their kids so much that they then do things. If I don't do this, they're going to die. If I don't do this, they're going to have tumors or cancer or negative. And that is loving someone to death. So love on the side of fear. If I give them if I don't give them these vegetables, they won't grow big and strong. If I don't read this story to them, they won't be able to read themselves. Or they'll be able to read themselves. If I give them this vegetable, they'll be able to become big and strong. So go on the positive side of that messaging and thoughts, not on the negative side. Anything else? No, and that's the message. That's the message part you need to share as well. Get that message out, because so many people are in fear right now, especially those that are awakened, but they're awakened and living in fear. And that is the message that you'll be able to get across to the other parents that you're working with. But I can also see that in your videos as well, to show people the side of love. Uh, don't love somebody to death. Love them to grow. I hope that makes sense to it, as I, again, flipped over to a whole bunch of different analogies, but I hope that worked out. Hi, Amy. Okay. Yes, I did. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, Karen. Hey, Melody. Hey, sis. I love you, Melody. You're awesome. Okay, cool. Here's one for Amy. And we're at the hour mark. And Amy says, my family is thinking about vacationing in Florida in February. Would this be a good time to travel there, or would a different time or place be better? Good time to travel? I'm hearing why not? Because this is going to be a pretty long, cold winter where you are. And having the break is going to be very much appreciated by your family by getting into the warmer climate. So the time and place is great. Anything southern, Florida, Texas, but Florida is, why not? If this is where your heart wants to go and you want to get a little bit of warmth for you and your kids, this is a good place to go. How about the trip there? Any caution, any warnings, anything good? And I'm hearing, as you travel, you're going to see a lot of things that can be quite heavy and negative, but make sure you are using the narrative to go on the positive side of things and keep it light for your kids and family. Keep it on the light side. Keep it on the happy side. Like you do anyways, but you're going to be faced with a lot of challenges as you go through the different states to get there. And that's going to be your challenge that you're going to see. So it's more the journey that's going to be difficult, and it's keeping it light. But the time and place of being there, once you're there, you're going to be so happy because you're going to look at the weather reports back home. You're going to see like a foot of snow and thinking, oh, thank gosh. But also consider that because there is going to be a lot of snow when you're away, that someone is going to take care of your driveway if you need to before you come home, because you might have some difficulty getting into your driveway when you come back. So have that planned out before you go. Cool. Thanks, Amy. I'm glad you asked that question. And yeah, that's cool. You're welcome, Mahi. Okay, Melody. And Melody. I'm feeling restless. Like I want to move soon or step up the action steps to bring in finances. Can I ask for insight, please, for my higher self or team? Yeah, good question. I'm hearing you're not wrong. Yeah, you are feeling the anxiousness. But I'm also seeing to look at the anxiousness that you're feeling within the trip. So as you're in your meditation, in your quiet stillness, ask the questions, why am I feeling anxious? And wait for the response. And then explore the response. And then ask the questions, what do I need to do to bring in the finances to make this happen, to make this move happen? What do I need to do to bring these finances? And wait for the answer. And I'm feeling to explore that even further. I'm seeing it is on the crypto side of things. And as you look at that, you then will ask the question, which funds do I need to do? Which funds should I invest in to make this happen? And as you look at the availability of the crypto that you want to invest in potentially, have the handful and then see which one resonates with you. But the idea is that you need to be careful about how you do this is that, there's the side of greed and the low vibration of greed, of wanting and being protected. And that is the low vibration side, of fear side of choosing the right funds to go into and what to do. And then there's the loving side of getting into a better place for expansion and growth and being in nature and fulfilling that side of choosing the right crypto to go into. So that is what I'm seeing, is that you need to look at the handful, make sure you're in the proper state, a loving state, high vibrational state, and really contemplate the anxiety of moving and the need for money and the want for money, and get those negative emotions out of your system before you begin to work on the how. So in order to do the proper manifestation and choosing the right funds, you need to get rid of the fear and the negativity, and you need to analyze that and remove that side of you. It's good advice for all of us. Anything else with that? No. Look at the anxiety, guilt, emotions, all that stuff first before you do it, and you'll be well on your way. Cool. Okay. Thanks, Melanie. Appreciate you asking that question. Hey, Laura. Okay. And Laura, timestamp you. Laura is asking a message from my mom. Okay, Laura's mom, would you come in, please? Okay, there's the shiver. What does Laura need to hear from you? And why the tears? I'm hearing you to stop holding on to the sadness of your mom. Every time you think of her and bring her in, you're thinking about the sadness, but she can't communicate with you when you're in that low vibrational state. You're crying over the loss. And she's asking you to shift your attention into cry over the joy. If you're going to cry, make it happy tears. And if you cry over the happy, with the happy moments and the fun and the joy, you're going to raise your vibrations, and you're going to be able to connect with her. And she's right. I can feel her to the right and behind you. And she's right there, and she's with you. And her hand it's not quite on the shoulder, but it's on your lats. It's just on your upper back at the right-hand side. And she just has her hand there. It's almost like she's wrapping her hand around you, but she's also standing and just she has both hands on you. It's like she has both hands on you, and she's trying to raise your frequency and your vibrations. And she's giving you love. And she's saying, love, love, feel happy, bring that joy. Remember when this happened? Remember that happened? And she's kind of bringing up these little events of happiness. They're a little bit foggy, but I can see them as child. You're on the playground, and there's something happening, and it was just something that you look back on and laugh. And and I can see a lot of pink, and like a pink and white castle, and even like a My Little Pony or something along those lines. And there's something funny that the two of you playing together, and the joy that you had, and you love that moment with her. So she's asking you to focus on the moments that you've had of playing together and the joyful. And when you do get sad, I mean, it's okay to get sad, but then let that go and see the sadness, because it's not about loss. It's about shifting the attention to the love, the joy that you had, the fun. And you get that little quiet little whimper, and miss you, mom, and I love you. And then shift your attention and just think about something happy. I can see that start bringing out some of the pictures. Go into your albums and look at some of your pictures of some of those happier moments and put them into frames around you. And when you start feeling that sadness, go back to the happy moments and relive the happy moments that you had with your mom. That will raise your vibrations, and then feel her, and then pause and just be quiet and then feel her and ask to feel, Mom, come in, feel my energy. And you can ask her to come in even stronger and come in more, and just sit with that vibration to begin to align yourself with the vibration of your mom. Because she does want to communicate and talk with you and feel you, but it's you need to raise your vibrations, and how I've said it is how you want to do it. Cool, Mom. Anything else? And she's getting very excited about it now because you're processing this and you're saying, yeah, I can do that. I can do that. Yeah, I have some pictures. So she's getting very excited about the possibility, not the possibility. She's getting very excited that you are going to be doing this. And she, like, I'm seeing the happy clap happening, that it's coming, and she's so excited, and she's just very happy that this is happening. I hope that resonates, Laura. That was really cool. Thank you. Thank you for bringing that energy and allowing me to channel that. Michelle, thank you, Con. I am not knowing of this yet, but I will connect and see if I can heal it. Sounds exciting in that it will probably really enhance my life once it's seen. Yeah, that's also what I'm being guided and taught, because I had this big, massive block being removed. It opens you up. It also opens up your channeling in a very big way, which is why I decided to come on today and not postpone it for a week. Yeah, so it's coming through. Yeah, right there. There's Marie. Yeah. After your emotional release, you're so raw. Yeah, right? Yeah, it's just because all of this, the channeling is all about feeling, and I'm feeling from my heart. It's just so strong. It's coming through. It shifted me into my heart. So it's coming through. So yeah. Yeah, that's right. I'm feeling freaking everything. Oh my God. But when you look at that horrible emotions and you dissect it, I've been dissecting it from everyone's point of view and releasing and loving. And my body is bucking, and it wants to get out, and it's trying to get me out of the meditation, but I'm not letting it. I'm sitting there. I'm like, look at it. And we're exploring it. And then I'm giving it reassurance. I'm here with you. You're okay. You're safe. It's not you. And I love you. And just going through all those emotions. And and there's a point that I finally get to a point that and then the eyes just open. It's like, okay, it's done. Now it's done. And the eyes just open. But the body is saying, no, I'm fighting it. I want to open. I'm not letting it. It's like a bucking horse, literally a bucking horse. My hands are doing things. My shoulders are popping. My body's popping. It's my hands are moving. It's going to different areas of my body and giving it love through my hands. It is the most messed up thing ever, but I'm learning from this journey. And it is, like I said, it is a horrible truth I had to face and share it with others. So I need to share it. So what I'm saying is that you guys are going to hate me, but when I share this, you are going to see that in order to do it, this is where the healing really begins. And this is where, because I've been so hard on myself and so disgusted with myself that I needed to do this. Okay. Moving on before I say too much. And anyways, okay. So Saul timestamped you, and Saul's asking for a message. Saul, can you come in, please? What does Saul need to hear? I actually am feeling the spirit of the son of Saul. And I can feel like the flames all around me, and just how the sun is of just gas, and it's just expansive in energy. And it's not even my energy is not here. The energy is all out there, and it's expansive and growing in a big way. Okay, Saul, what does Saul need to hear? I'm feeling that you're resisting the ascension, the energy that you're feeling. You're feeling a lot of heavy vibrations. You're feeling this ascension. You're feeling fatigue and tiredness, and and you're just feeling all these different things bubbling up for you. And there's a need for you to allow the vibrations, allow the energy to come in. So you're fighting the fatigue, you're fighting whatever it is, and you're just feeling like really crappy, like many of us are. And I know that feeling. And they're saying, settle back and relax. Make sure because your body is going through such a high vibrational shift right now, support it, allow it to come in, but then support it with, get a lot of high vibe nutrition, like a lot of fruits. We're talking live fruits, like we're talking fresh oranges, and bite it and get the juice in there of that live fruit and getting that H2O3 into your system, that high vibrational fruit juice into your system. I'm not talking about concentrated in a carton. I'm talking about like fruits, getting the fresh fruits, high vibrational nutrition, really avoiding any of the heavy carbs right now. It's okay to have a bit, but really shift a little bit of high vibration right now and boost up the system, because the body is going through a massive vibrational change and a ton of water. But make sure it's mineral water from the well that's fresh, or from spring water that you're buying from the store. Just make sure it's fresh. Or if you're getting RO water, secondary, you're going to put minerals in there. But make sure it's in super fresh, high vibe, and get the nutrition in the system. The body's expanding. You are going through a big shift right now. And just like the sun burning off these gases, it's expanding and getting really, really hot. And it's shooting off these big solar flares. And this is the energy that's happening within your body right now. And you need to support it with the proper nutrition and mindset to go along with it. And which, you know, that this is very capable within your wheelhouse, that you can do this. So do it. You're doing it. You have the sun with you, so you can call in Sol, the sun. You can call in the spirit of the sun into you as you pull this in, and that'll work for you as well. Yeah. Okay, Prit. Prit says, Con, will I get a girlfriend, and can I become stable in my life? This isn't about when, but it's how. Pay attention where you're putting your emotions and thoughts right now. Your first stage in this is to begin to identify when you are getting a negative thought. You are very hard on yourself, Prit, and you're very hard on yourself, so hard on yourself. And believe me, I know what that is, and that's what I just released. Decades of talking to myself, and I'm being shown an analogy that was shown to me. Is that, imagine every day, every time you see yourself in the mirror, you slap yourself. You say, you suck. And every time you see yourself in the mirror, slap, you suck. How do you think you're going to feel after a while? You're doing this to yourself for a long time. You've been slapping yourself saying, you suck. It's okay. This isn't you. It's okay. Stop that. You don't deserve that. Start by looking in the mirror. Look in your eyes and say, I love you. I may not understand you, but I do love you. And you need to say that to yourself. Begin to say that to yourself. You need to feel that in your heart. And this is going to help you begin to shift your vibrational state, your mindset, because your mindset is very negative and harsh to yourself. You're being very mean to yourself. You don't deserve that. And all you're doing is just slapping yourself in the face every day. And believe me, this is talking from decades of experience that I just released. And I have been talking to myself, but in order to get myself to the release, I needed to begin to love myself. And that began with, outside of meditation. And the meditation allows you to feel within your body and getting deeper within your body. you then need to begin to start loving yourself and saying loving statements and looking at yourself in the mirror and making this a daily practice, more than daily. Every time you look in the mirror and you see yourself, silently or verbally and out loud, you're going to say, I love you. I may not understand you, but I love you and I'll always love you. And I'm not going to leave you. I'm with you forever and ever. You need to begin to say that to yourself. And there's a difference between thinking it. If you just think it, but when you say it, I want you to think I love you. And then I want you to say, I love you, and feel the vibrations as you say, I love you, and feel it expand within your body. Put your hand over your heart and say, I love you, and feel that vibration as you have your hand over your heart. You're looking in the mirror, you're looking in your eyes, and you say, I love you. And then take your cell phone and take a picture while looking in the camera lens with a slight smile on your face, or a smile when you're happy by looking in the lens. I'm looking in the lens right now. Here I'm looking at myself. Here I'm looking at the lens. Look at the lens, take a picture of yourself. Now on your camera, every time that you need to steal away and hide yourself, you're with your friends, you need to go in the bathroom, you're at a club, wherever you are, sneak away and look at the picture of yourself and look at your eyes on your camera picture and say, I love you, with your hand over your heart. I love you. I may not understand you, but I love you. I do. I'm sorry for talking this negatively to you. I do not mean it. I do not understand it, which is why I've said it, but I'm going to do better now. And I'm not going to say these things to you because I love you. And feel it and work on it. It is a practice. So love yourself. As you begin to love yourself and everything else that happens, you're going to find this stability that you need, because you're going to approach life not from fear or anger or hate of punishing yourself. You're going to see it from love. You're going to say, I can do this. There's my opportunity. Because every time you find your life is unstable, it's because you're making it unstable. Because you're punishing yourself. You are literally punishing yourself. And I know that from experience. And that's what you're doing to yourself. You're punishing yourself. So change your conversation and begin by thinking, doing, and saying, I love you. And feel it. You're going to be just fine, Pri. You're going to be just fine. You know, the reason why you're here and you're asking this question is because you're ready for a change. You ask the universe, say, how can I make my life more stable? You asked it right here. You put it in writing. How can I become more stable in my life? And that directed you to this channel. It directed you to your friends saying, hey, go check out Con Night. It directed you all around to come here, and it directed you to ask that question again. So these are all the signs that you've been asking and looking for. It's coming right into your face, and you got to start it. So these are the signs you've been asking for. I really hope you do the work, Pri. This is the beginning to the freedom that you asked for. Thank you for saying that, Enjoy. Con just shows us calling our spirit friends for that warmth, to feel that loving support and energy. They help us raise our own spirits. Well said. Well said, Enjoy. Thank you. Hi, Marlene. Great to see you. You're welcome, June. I hope that resonates. I'm looking forward to spending time with you in a one-on-one. Congratulations again. Okay, Marlene asks, who are my guides? Okay. 23, 36. Okay, Marlene, who are my guides? I'm feeling 5 guides around you. 2 are guardian angels, 3 are spirit guides. The spirit guides interchange, and I can feel your guardian angels. The guardian angels, one is male, one is female. The male is a little bit darker skinned. I can see he's showing himself as it's kind of like the cartoon, a cartoon Mexican type of look, with the round face, dark hair, heavy beard, mustache, sash, and sombrero. And he's coming out as Jose. He's telling me he's trying to make it very clear for me for the name. So this is why they're showing it that way. So one guardian angel's name is Jose. And Jose helps you with the big problems that come through to help you through the analysis and deciphering and figuring things out. And then there's a female energy. That's the other guardian angel. She's light. She's high vibrational. She's very much love. She's with you all the time. She's very loving and supportive. And she's angelic fairy-like. And she sprinkles love and everywhere around you. And just, she shows you the happiness and the beauty all around you. And she's the one that directs your attention, gets you to turn your head to look at those flowers, or look at the bee that's pollinating the flower, and look at the tail of a dog, of a wagging dog. A dog's tail wagging is what you're saying. So she's directing your attention to love. And how do you present yourself? Claudine? I'm hearing like a Claudine type of name. And really, it's not necessarily the name that is important, but it's the energy and the frequency that you attach yourself with. And I see her in a very light blue, wavy type of flowy type of dress with big fluttery wings. And I can almost see like 4 wings that come through. And she's presenting herself as a fairy, very light fairy, wispy all around you with shimmering angel dust that's sprinkling all around you and everything that you do. Your other guides that are with you, they help you with ascension, with personal growth, with career, with parenting. And I can feel that they come through on different things, and these come and go based on where you are in your life right now. But those are your primary guides. I hope that that helps. And it's not about whether I am right or not. It's whether that you align with that frequency, if that makes sense for you. So connect with that. Yeah. Angela. Oh, good. Angela says Mother Mary's resonates perfectly. So comforting. Beautiful. Love it. BG, thank you. Perfect analogy for what I've been experiencing. Oh, beautiful. Thank you, BG. Hi, Sam. Sam asks, Rudy, let me timestamp you 1:27:47. Sam asks, who are my spirit guides? Okay, Samruddhi's guides. Oh, I'm feeling a very strong presence coming on my left side, male, very strong. He's very powerful, like very, very strong energy. And there's a lighter female energy on this side as well, but it's almost like the male energy takes up my entire back left side, my entire torso, my head, everything. And the lighter energy is just sitting about here. It's beginning to slowly expand. It's a little bit shyer as it approaches in this energy, but your primary energy is the male energy that's on the left. And your male energy is what's guiding you and directing you. And the name I'm getting is it is Asian Indian side of things, ancient type energy, very wise, very old soul. It's almost like it's an ancient guide of mastery. So I don't know if your path in this life is for mastery, and for really diving deep into yourself, which is a challenging lifetime, which is something that I'm going through right now. But it's that very strong energy that you are going through, and it's ancient energy, and it's for a life of mastery, to really master yourself and to help and teach others. And if you choose to go down this route, this is going to be a lot of lessons and learning for you, and this is what's being encouraged for you, because I get that this is one of your early attempts at self-mastery in this world. Is probably like maybe your first attempt, second attempt. So they're coming at you pretty strong to do this. See, the energy is quite strong that my body is trying to acclimate to it. Oh, so strong. Wow. Okay. Can you back up a bit and give me the message that way? All right. So the what they want you to do is to begin to settle into your guides and begin to analyze. You should join us on. Look at. So I recently started at 12:15 Eastern time, a connecting with our guides and calling them in. And I feel that there's a need for this for you to begin to connect. He's trying to make himself known and get you in a better connection with them. So you can look at, you can work with some of the practice stuff that's on there, the pre-records, and start with that. And you can even just, it doesn't matter whether you're live or not, even though the energy is much stronger when we do it live together collectively. You can do that from the practice as well. And I'm seeing there's a need for you to begin to call in your different clairs and practice that and align your energy with this guide. He's not giving me much more than that, because this is your path that you need to walk on. He's not going to give you much more, but just know that there's a very strong male energy that's trying to come through, your guardian angel that is ready for you. That it's like he's saying, like, it's time to start your lessons. It's time. You've neglected it for long enough. It's time to start. And this is where you're going to begin. Quiet meditation. There's guided ones on my channel if you need to. There's a lot of other ones, the ones that if you resonate with those, or just silence, even like Vipassana. But I'm seeing there is a need for meditation, which I gather that you're doing already. That's the feeling. Lightly, but to get into a little bit more serious about it and to begin to work on your clairs, opening up your clairs. You're on your way. You're definitely on your way. Whew. Cool. Thank you for asking that question. I hope that helps. Thank you, Karen. EV is asking. Okay, so EV timestamp you 36 EV. All right, let me timestamp EV there. And 41. Spirit whom I should protect my heart from, steer clear of. See, what's happening is that you're saying, you over there, I got to steer clear of you. But what you're doing is just looking at them and you're staring at them, and all you're doing is just giving them energy. So instead of saying, who should I steer clear of? Who should I be looking at? That is the questions you should be asking. Who should I be looking at? And the question is that you are going to say, I only allow those that have the highest and best intentions for the greatest good of all in my space. Those are the only vibrations that I will connect with and that I will allow to connect with. You can also call in Archangel Michael if that connects with you, and to ask him to be your spiritual balancer and to only allow those high vibrational beings in your space. So this isn't about whom should I protect my heart from, it's who should I open my heart to. So begin to shift your attention. It's okay that if you see, I'm given this analogy that I've heard before, that if you see the loud car driving by you, so you're on the patio, it's a beautiful summer day out, you're enjoying the patio outside, and there is a loud muscle car going by, and it's so loud, and the music is blaring, and the engine is rumbling, and it's your choice to stare at that muscle car that's blaring all the music and making noise, or you can just stay within your conversation, enjoy the friend that you're enjoying, that beautiful coffee and the croissant and and the crisps with, and you're just kind of spending that time with them. So where do you want to put your attention? Do you want to look at the muscle car and say, look at that muscle car? I hate that muscle car. I don't want to hear that. Or do you want to say, oh, you know what, friend, you're so beautiful that you don't even hear that muscle car going by you, blaring their music. You're just looking at your friends. Like, oh, you're so beautiful. I love the time that we spend together. This coffee just tastes so good. This muffin, this crescent is just so good. Oh, look at that flower. Look at that beautiful little girl walking across the street with the balloon. How beautiful is that? So where are you paying? So it's not about what you're not looking at. It's what you should be looking at, and shift your attention to the love. I hope that resonates. Thank you, Evie, for asking that question. Grace says, it made me, I laugh watching Rack to her playful energy. Lilith is usually very serious, though. Okay. Greetings, much about playful joys. What I'll do. Thanks. Yeah, I know. It's how she presented herself with her. So I don't know. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. We have a little bit of spam there. We're going to block. Hello, spammers. Great to see you. Thank you for bringing your energy. Ingrid says, thank you so much. We'll do the homework assigned to me. Yes. Beautiful. Karen says, thank you so much, Con. Archangel Erik, so accurate. I have to say, absolutely something I'm working on. Oh, cool. Thank you, Karen. I would go into details. It is a long story from childhood, and I get it. That's all that matters. All that matters. All right, beautiful Katie. And timestamp Katie here. Katie says, I've been thinking of pursuing Reiki classes. Do my guardian angels think this would be a good idea? I'm hearing the question is to ask yourself first is, why do you want to take it? Do you want to take it for the possibility of income or money? Or do you want to take this because it's going to expand your heart and open yourself up to feeling, to being more loving, to being helping people, and to be able to utilize the energy and your gifts within you more readily? So this is the question you need to ask yourself with anything that you want to take, including this Reiki class that would benefit you, that would be helpful. But the question is the purpose of why are you going to do this? And that's what you need to ask yourself and identify and work through first before why do you want to take this Reiki class or anything that you're thinking of. It should be following your heart for the greatest good of yourself and for all, if you really want to reap the benefits of it. Anything else? You know this. Short, sweet, to the point. So cool. So cool. Oh, that's great. Karen, Erica's spot on. Can't get over it. Love it. Yeah, Erik, because Erik made room for Sebastien to take over, because Erik used Sebastian's position as my guardian angel in order to fool me in connecting with his energy. And after those 37 days, he still continued to work with me, but it's only now that I've opened up that I've got to a point that he's removed himself as that guardian angel energy and put himself in my guide energy. And Sebastien has stepped forward in that role. And as I've been looking at Sebastien, he is showing himself exactly as Erik presented himself, but instead of dark hair, it's blonde hair. But everything else is pretty much the same. And they say the same joking personality, and everything is still kind of alignment. And it's part of why we are working together, because of our similarities in personalities and our past lives together. So it's very cool. And now that I had my release, he's just opened himself up and connected in such a way. So I'm really loving that. Melly says, wow, Con, you're on fire. These messages are profound. Yeah. This is what happens when you have an emotional release. And I didn't realize that, because this is new for me. This is the first time I've had a really big, it's not the first time. I've had smaller ones, but this is the biggest one. This is like the mountain. You see those icebergs and you see the little rock come off, and there's that big massive one that comes off. This is the big one. So it really came in. Yeah. Hence the emotional release. Yes, that's right. You got it, Marie. You got this. You are welcome. Enjoy. Go see Enjoy's YouTube channel. Give her support. Yeah, Enjoy. If you're here, post your YouTube channel here so we can share it out here. Bucifer is asking. Yeah, and so is Melody. Yes, on the homeschooling communities. Yes, we got that right. Love it. Good. And Joy says, yes, totally. Thank you to help release fear, realizing they're strong. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. You're welcome, Melody. Marianne says, that's my mom too. My sister's not online at the moment to hear this, but it is so true. She was such a cut up and always said the silliest things. Awesome. That's really cool. That's really cool. Oh, good. She says, this will bring my sis such peace and comfort. She suffered for 12 years since our mom passed away. Love it. Oh, you're going to make me cry. Thank you, Melody. Yeah, I think you're one of the few people that really know the truth behind this. So I thank you and I respect you and I appreciate you so much, Melody. And I thank you for saying that. I really do. Thank you, Callie. Saul says, I've done a lot of healing work for others, and I can see that there's the same old stories that keep coming up. Don't feel disgusted with yourself, but know that all humans live the same stories. Yeah, so true. We're so true. I'm working on my diet this time, so this feels correct. Good. Thank you. Thank you. You are very welcome. Amy, thank you so much, Con. Any guidance on whether flying or driving would be better for my vacation? I saw you guys as driving on your vacation, Amy. So I'm just gonna timestamp this in case you're not here. But yeah, I saw you driving to there because the flying, I don't know, the flying is easier. But I saw you driving there for whatever reason. It was driving. Yeah. But don't follow your heart. Go with what don't go with what I'm saying here. Follow your heart. I'm just saying one thing, but that might not resonate with what is in line with you. It's just what I'm feeling. It doesn't mean that I'm right in any of these things that I've said here. It doesn't mean that I'm right. You have to align with it and resonate and see if that is it, or maybe me just saying it is just to push you off a cliff and make you look deeper into it. So don't take my word to it. Feel it and see what it is. Marlene, you're welcome. You're welcome, said Rudy. Oh, good. I'm glad I was able to break this down for you, Evie. Good. I just got my clarification, angel energy healer. And if you have it, yes, you definitely have my permission. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll take that. I'll take it. Thank you so much. Well, guys, that was it. I will be back next Friday for channeling. Check out the Guardian Angel Connection practice that we've been doing. You'll see it under practice for clairs. And I hope that you would share that out with people that need to be awakening and aligning. You don't have to do it at midnight, quarter after midnight with me, but I am going to do it Sunday night. So I am returning Sunday night, which is Monday morning at 12:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, to begin the clair practice again. And I'll do that right up until I guess Thursday night, which is Friday morning. And then I'll take the weekend off. So that's what's going to be happening. That's my I guess Sunday to Thursday, or yeah. So I'll be doing that. So join me with that. Please like, subscribe, share it out. If you think someone's going to benefit from this, share it out. And if you guys have any suggestions or comments, something you want to see, I really am open to hear it, because this is the community for everybody. And if you got something to say, I'd love to hear it. I'm totally open and down with it. I have no judgment about anything, whether it's positive or negative. I just want to hear it. So that would be cool. Cool. So Katie says, I found a combination of pursuing yoga / Reiki and a combination of helping and also as a way to move from my 9 to 5 into something more high vibe. That really resonates with me, Katie. I'm feeling a big resounding yes for that. And it feels so good to be able to combine yoga and Reiki, because I don't think many people are doing that. So that would be really, really cool for you to do that. Yeah, that really resonates with what you're saying. That's really cool. I love that. I love that. You're definitely going to share that on as you work that out and get more more settled into it, getting that up on YouTube and sharing that with others, because that's a gift, Katie. You're going to help so many people with that. So many people. Such a gift. Whew. Thank you, beautiful people. It's time for me to go into my meditation and work on more emotional releasing. And you guys have a beautiful week. And I'll see you really soon. Much love, everyone. Thank you. Bye.